Ready, Jamie? Good morning. Welcome to Storytime. We're looking forward to having you join us today for Storytime. This is the first week of summer reading, and so we are going to be reading some fun stories about what's in your garden because that's our first theme. And we're looking forward to having some fun today. You see that I have all sorts of props around me, and that's because we have a lot to do this morning. So let's get started first by letting you know that we have two books that I can give away. And if you say something to us on Facebook, then I'll make sure that you may get picked as one of our winners. So make sure you drop us a note and let us know that you are watching us. So, garden, what's in your garden? This time of year, a lot of people are having gardens. We had a little extra time to do so. And so you can either have a flower garden or a vegetable garden and a rock garden. So many people are decorating rocks and are leaving them around town. We found this one right outside our building. And so we keep it here and it says friends. And that's what I hope is joining me today. It's a lot of my friends. So I bought some vegetables here. And we're going to use this as a prop for one of our stories, so we'll get to that in a few moments. But I would like to encourage you to make sure you have your summer reading sheet. If you do not have this, then you can pick one up at the library, and make sure you pick up your activity bag. This goes with this story time this week. So make sure you pick up the activity bag. I may give you a sneak peek of what's inside later on, but make sure you pick one up. And you are able to color one of your blocks this morning if you are watching us for story time. So don't forget to do that. So let's get started with some books. I would like to read a book about rocks because usually that's the first thing we have to do for our garden. We have to get the rocks out the way and all of the weeds and twigs so we can get some fresh ground to start planting something. So we're going to read a book about rocks. And this is called A Rock Can Be. So I wonder what a rock can be. It probably can be anything that we would like it to be. And this book is written by Laura Salas. A Rock Can Be. Let's get started. A rock is a rock. It's sand, pebble, stone. Each rock tells a story, a tale all of its own. A rock can be a tall mountain, a park fountain, dinosaur bone, or stepping stone. A volcano floor, a night glower, a lake skimmer, or building trimmer, hopscotch marker, or fire sparker. A rock is a rock, our earth in your hand. Our world is full of rocks, some simple, some grand. A rock can be a seaside home, a crusty dome, a desert dune, or a harvest moon. A food grinder, a pathfinder, a harbor protector, a land connector. A sparkling ring, ooh, that's pretty, an eagle's wing. A book propper, a sheep stopper. A rock is a rock, part of a cliff, a road or sea. Now go and discover where else it can be. The end. Oh, that was a fun story. And you know what? If you come to the library and you want to select this book to take out, to take home with you, you can even get a chance to read the last page of the book, and it tells you all about the items that we just mentioned and how rocks make that happen. So that's a fun story. I'm going to set this book propped up right here and we can use it. Now you know what? Miss Tonya forgot to turn on her microphone because I do have one. And I don't know if Miss Shelley can hear me okay. But let's get that started. Oh, that's better. Okay, guys, let me tuck this back. And now we can keep it going. Okay, so let's do a little rhyme because Miss Tonya loves rhymes. And this rhyme is about a worm, because if you are outside in your garden, chances are you're going to find some worms. And this song, or this little rhyme is called Herman the Worm. So let me get my worms all straight, and my rhyme all straight here. And we're going to have some fun with this. So, here we go. One day, I was walking down the street and I saw Herman. And he was this big. And I said, Herman, what have you done? And he said, I ate an ant. One day, I was walking down the street and I saw Herman, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what have you done? And he said, I ate a chicken. The next day, I was walking down the street and I saw Herman, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what have you done? And he said, I ate a cow. Wow, that's big. The next day, I was walking down the street and I saw Herman, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what have you done? And he said, I ate an elephant. The next day, I was walking down the street and I saw Herman, and he was this big. Uh-oh, he got smaller. And I said, Herman, what have you done? And he said, I burped. The end. Oh, that was so fun. Oh, I like that. That was really fun. Herman ate an ant. He ate a chicken, a cow, and an elephant. That was a fun little rhyme to do. And you can make up your own little silly rhymes with different props that you may have at home. I am going to set this right here so we can read another story. Now this story that we're going to read is called Plant the Tiny Seed. And that's the next step. We're going to plant some seeds so we can grow something in our garden. Plant the tiny seed. There's magic in this tiny seed. Press it down and count to 3. Can you count with me? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good job, my friends. Plant another, then one more. Press them down and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wiggle your fingers and add some water. That's enough. Next, rub the sun to make it hotter. Tap the cloud. Let's tap the cloud. I wonder what's going to happen then. And we're going to wish for rain. Clap to bring the sun again. Are you clapping at home? Let's clap and see if the sun comes out. Ah, find the worm. Look for its tail. Oh, let me see. I'm looking. There it is right there. Shoo away the hungry snail. Oh, shoo, bye-bye. The snail has to go. Tell the little bud good night. Guess what you'll see in the morning light? Wow. Now point to the purple flower. Oh, I can point to the flower right there. Buzz. Tap the cloud again. Let me tap it and see what happens. It's another rain shower. Touch the blossoms gently, please. Really, really soft. Uh-oh. Now jiggle the plants to scatter the seeds. I'll just wiggle my book a little. The purple flower needs a clip. Swipe across the stem, snip, snip. Close your eyes, wave your hands in the air. Oh, look, there's magic everywhere. The end. Oh, that was a fun story. This story was very important because it tells us what our garden needs. It needs rain and it needs the sun to help it grow. But it also needs you, because when you have a garden, you have to do a lot of work to make sure that you can make something grow. So that's a fun story. I like that story. Remember, that story also is available for checkout. Oh, let's see what we can do next. Maybe we can read this book, What Grows in the Garden. And I think for this book, I'm going to use my prop basket here with all my vegetables in it. So let's see. I hope I can handle everything okay, but I will. What grows in the garden? Can you name some things that may grow in your garden? Let's see. I can tell you what I have in my garden at home. I have some corn, some green peppers, some lettuce, and some tomatoes. And then I have a few other things that's growing in pots on my porch. I have some stevia growing, I have some basil growing, and some dill, and a couple other herbs that I have growing. But you may have something different in your garden. You could have squash or zucchini or potatoes or onions. Lots of fun things you can grow in your garden. But some things we eat are the leaves, the stem, and the roots. And this book is going to help us find out what it is. What grows in the garden? Wow. This little person has a vegetable basket very similar to mine. What grows in the garden? In the garden, we plant seeds, transplants, and bulbs. These grow into vegetables that we eat. When you eat that vegetable, you are eating a part of a plant. The root, the stem, the leaf, flower, fruit, or seed. Let's go inside the garden and see some of the things that grow there. What grows in the garden? If we look at this picture, we can get a little hint. Broccoli grows in the garden. Oh, let's see. Here's our broccoli that grows in the garden. I like broccoli. What grows in the garden? I see something is growing underneath. Let's see what that is. Carrots grow in the garden. Let's see if I can find some carrots here. Wow. I have 2 carrots. Now sometimes carrots are not my favorite thing, but I make sure I eat those because they're good for you. So I'll put my carrots back. What grows in the garden? Wow, look here. Uh-oh. Let's see. Uh-oh, my pages are stuck together. Oh, look. There's some shard grows in the garden. Miss Tonya couldn't find any of this in the store, but this is a very good green that's very good and healthy for you. What grows in the garden? Cucumbers grows in the garden. Oh my goodness. Here's a cucumber. Wow, this is a awful big cucumber. I can't wait to put some of this cucumber in my salad. And you know what? We have one of our staff persons that's in the children's department, and cucumbers are her favorite thing, so I might have to share that with her. What grows in the garden? Kale grows in the garden. Wow, here's my kale right here. That's going to be so tasty. I like kale. You can either cook this down or maybe put some in your salad. What grows in the garden? Lettuce grows in the garden. Wow, here's my lettuce. Wow. This smells nice and fresh. I can't wait. I almost have lunch there. What grows in the garden? Peas grow in the garden. Oh, here's my peas. I put them all together because they slid down very deep in my basket. What grows in the garden? Peppers grow in the garden. Oh, I like peppers. And I have a red pepper and a green pepper that grow in the garden. What grows in the garden? Radishes grow in the garden. Oh, let me see if I can find those. Wow, here are my radishes. Sometimes little people are not that fond of radishes because they're a little spicy. What grows in the garden? Tomatoes grow in the garden. Whoa, let's see if I can find our tomatoes. I think we have one or two here. Oh, there we are. Wow. And you know what? When you eat a tomato, you are eating a fruit. There are some things that grow in the garden. An onion. Oh, here's the onion. When you are eating an onion, you are eating a bulb. What else do you see growing in the garden? Well, you know what? It could be many things, just like we talk about. It could be corn and potatoes and onions and peas and cucumbers. Lots of things grow in the garden. Oh, that was a fun book. Let me wipe some of the little leaves off back into my basket. And I'm going to put my vegetables back because you know what? With all of these things here, you can almost make a big salad. Miss Jalen is hiding in the corner. Can you hand me that book right there on the end? And I just want to show my friends my book about one big salad. Look at that. We can make a wonderful salad with the things that we have growing in our garden. I think that's maybe what I'm going to have for lunch today, a salad. So let's see if we could do something with my little flannel board. So let me get that. And I have 4 leaves on my flannel board. I have a yellow leaf, a green leaf, a red leaf, and an orange leaf. And we're going to see if we can sing a little song. And I am looking for my worm. And it may be hiding underneath one of these leaves. So let's get started. I think I need you to help me pick, okay? So the rhyme goes like this. Little worm, playing hide and seek. Are you behind the yellow leaf? Let's see. No worm there. Little worm, playing hide and seek. Are you behind? I'm gonna let you guys pick. What did you pick? The green leaf. No, it's not a worm behind there. Let's see. Little worm, playing hide and seek. Are you behind? Which one did you pick? The orange leaf? Listen. No, it's not a worm there. Oh my goodness, this is our last one. So let's see. Little worm, playing hide and seek. Are you behind the red leaf? I'm going to take a peek first. Oh, guess what, guys? You were correct. There's the worm. Thank you. Good job. Thank you for helping me. That was fun. I'm so glad my friends was able to help me with their colors and counting those leaves. That was so much fun. Now, the next story that we would like to read today is called Lola Plants a Garden. Lola is one of my favorite book characters. Lola loves stories. She gets a cat and she goes to, she plants a garden, and she has a friend named Leo. And now she is, we're going to read this one, that Lola Plants a Garden. And let's see what she's going to have in here. I can't wait to see. Oh, it's a poem in the front of the book. It says, Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow with silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row? Wow, I wonder what that has to do with the story. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Lola loves her book of garden poems. Her favorite poem is the one about Mary, Mary. Lola wants to plant a garden. Mommy says there is room near the vegetables. Lola gets books about gardens from the library. She chooses her favorite flowers from the books. Mommy makes a list. They go to the garden store to buy seeds. Oh, she has a whole bag full of seeds. Lola and Mommy make the garden. The seed packets mark where the flowers are planted. Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. Look, she's waiting patiently for something to grow. Lola makes her own flower book while she waits. Mommy types the Mary, Mary poem, and Lola glues it in. Lola makes a string of bells. She finds shells and some old beads. She even makes a little Mary, Mary. Oh, look at that. That is so nice. One day, Lola sees tiny green shoots. She pulls up weeds so that the shoots can grow. Lola's flowers grow bigger. They open up to the sun. Wow, she has a beautiful flower garden. Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells. Lola finds Mary, Mary a special spot. It's just perfect. Orla, Ben, and Ty are coming to see Lola's garden. Lola and Mommy makes cupcakes. Lola wears her flower shirt, and Mommy helps Lola with her hair. Oh, she's having company. Oh, she looks so pretty. Lola friends love everything about her garden. They share the crunchy peas and sweet strawberries that Mommy grew. Then Lola makes up a story about Mary Mary. What kind of garden will Lola plant next? Oh, Lola, Lola, extraordinary. How does your garden grow? With flower seeds and shells and bees and happy friends all in a row. Oh, that was a fun story. Yay, I like that story. And look at that. I think Lola's having a tea party in her garden. That is really, really nice. A very fun thing to do. That's a great story. So, you know what? If you come here and you decide that you would like to take this book home with you, Miss Vera or myself or Miss Ann or Miss Jalen will help you find those books or any of these books if we have already put them back on the shelf. So we have lots of things to do today. We're going to finish getting ready for some of our afternoon events. We have a special showing of an author and an illustrator that's going to be part of our afternoon program. And don't forget to also look at Miss Vera's story, Miss Vera's craft time for week number 1, because she's going to show you how you can do some of the activities that relate to the stories that we read today. So here's a flower pot, and you're going to be able to make flowers using the straws and some of the craft pieces that's inside. We also have a garden game here, and you'll be able to cut out your pieces and play the game. And something else that's very special in here is from 4-H Extension. We have everything you need to plant some seeds. So here is a peat pot, some soil, and your seeds. So you can have some fun sometimes this week if you stop by and pick up your bag, or make sure you have a friend or someone to come by to make sure you get one. And don't forget to get your summer reading sheet and all the activities that go with that. And you can pick up some prizes if you have already been doing some of your activities and you have some of your blocks colored. Don't forget 5 blocks equals a prize around here. So we had lots of fun today. I hope you can join us again. We'll be back on Monday for Baby Garden. And then next Wednesday, Miss Vera has some fun stories that she's going to read about something special. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. You just have to tune in to make sure you see it. So until we see each other again, I would like for you to stay safe and stay healthy and always be kind to your friends and your family. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.